Hey guys, and welcome back to our Greek series with the Hellenic Empire and our young emperor. And of course me, NG Paradox. Now, just going to warn you guys right now, this is the last time I'm going to open up this version of Crusader Kings 2. You know, the new Jade Dragon DLC dropped a while ago now, and also the Game of Thrones mod has been updated, so I'm going to move my Crusader Kings 2 all the way to the next version of Crusader Kings 2, so that way it's all up to date, and we're going to be doing new things, of course. So this may be the end of Greece, as we know it, but we did the things we set out to do, and I feel like we're kind of aiming, we're kind of wandering with no aim. That's how I feel it's going, because I did the goals I wanted far sooner than I expected that we would. So I feel that's how things have gone, so I feel like it's fine to end it here. I feel otherwise we're going to get stagnated, and we're just going to do the generic thing of blobbing out at some point, and then being unstoppable anyway. So I apologize to people who did want to see me, if they wanted to see me mend the schism, or form the Roman Empire, or get the, Alex the Conqueror, Alexander as the Conqueror's, lands and stuff, I apologize for that, but I feel like we should probably end this series. I feel like it's winding down as it is, and I feel it's just time to move on to the fullest version of Crusader Kings 2. So, I don't know how long this will be. This might just be one part. This might be 2 parts, 3 parts. It depends how much I record this session. So, we're going to get to a point where I feel that, we end or something like that. So, we'll see how things go, and we'll see where the end will take us. The Trade Guild for the Salt Road Trade Network has been founded in Mainz. Well, that is good for salt. That is very good for salt. But obviously, I do want to get to the point at least where we married my wife and maybe had a couple of kids, just to make sure the dynasty's safe. Since I'm such a diligent person, I make sure that everything is as good as it can be. When it comes to my fighting men, I can focus on one of 2 things. More soldiers. Let's go for morale. We don't need more soldiers. We want more morale. Declared second Wallachian conquest of Crimea. Okay, good for them. But it may be the end of an era, but it's also the beginning of new stories to come in the future. That's how things always go. Okay, they sent me gold. That is just what I wanted. I almost swallowed my tongue when a friendly courtier paid his respects to me. He thought I was displeased with him, and he left perplexed. I think I lost his respect. Well, that's fine. Let's build something. Castletown stable. Let's build a bigger stables. The success of my mission. Very good. You converted more people, and we can finally get married. Look at that. That's a nice wife. You know what? That's a nice wife. We've married with that family before. It feels like we're going back to the olden days when we first were growing and we first became I think just the kingdom at that point we got involved with this family. This guy's a bit possessed, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea. We'll go with this guy for now. He can do this. Collect tax. Do we want to collect? Just administer the realm. I don't need more money. Please. Please don't get me more money. And have we converted everything? Is everything converted? I think we converted everything in our little empire, so there we go. I guess hunt people down then. Isn't that lovely? Let's have a quick look. We've managed to keep the Orthodox faith safe around here. Successful crusade for Jerusalem. And the King of Wales. Did he just get given land there? I don't think so. Let's have a quick look at what happened. I've learned that Strategos Hippolytus attempted to speak on my behalf at a faction meeting, but it made things worse. Okay, so Jerusalem just gets more land. So we've actually got quite a nice little Jerusalem there. Nice borders, things looking pretty good. And they get married. Well, didn't I already send you the thing? I guess I accept. There we go. Okay, I thought it was 1,000 gold just then. Apologies. Let's get the prestige. And let's have babies, I think. You were not... We've already married. I think it's a bit late for you not to accept him. Look at that crown. That is what I call a crown. That girl has style. That girl has style. But it's a nice little Jerusalem there. Good kind of size, good borders. He's actually a paragon. I thought maybe it was going to say he was a saint, even though he's a drunkard. But that's fine, I guess. His only heir, Prince Ludovit od Kraljevica. That's what I'm going to take from that. Hungarian claim on Shizkafava war on Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. There we go. Let's just say it's that. Really gonna attack the Holy Roman Empire? That surprises me. That does not seem like a good idea at all, if you ask me. But fine. Okay, Hungary, you think you can take on the Holy Roman Empire? I guess it's a young boy as Emperor von Sponheim. They've got 22,000 men, though. You have 11. Do you have any friends? You don't really have friends, either. Doesn't seem like a smart idea. But we're looking at Rum right now. There's a Rum revolt. So there may be a chance we could attack one of them. Now, we can attack Rum itself. So we do have a chance to do it. Do you have any allies? No allies. You've got 3,000 men. It could be the perfect time to attack both, really. Yeah. Okay, we'll attack both, I think. We could just attack for... There we go. We could attack them for Anatolia. Get those borders nice and done for the end. I like that. And then against Rum, what could we go for here? We could get... Is that these two or just one? Armenia Minor. I think it would just be that one. Now, it would be nice borders, but just one piece of land? I don't know. I feel like I want more. I think that might be these two. It looks like it does include those two. But whether it actually will, I'm not completely sure if we attack for it. So that... Oh, no, that's the wrong person. We're attacking this guy. Or de jure claim on that. And that is it. Okay. Well, we'll attack definitely the rebels. They have 7,000 men. We'll take this piece of land. That's exactly what I want. I mean, going up... That is a big piece of land right there. We could take all these places. And it would bring us all the way up to here. But I have to get that last little piece there. We have to. So we'll declare war against him. And we'll declare war against Rum. But do we go for possible 2 pieces? But then we got that bad border again. So I feel like we should just go for that. Yeah. I think we'll just go for that. No, this one. We're just going to go for that one piece. That'll give us nice, perfect, you know, little borders that just go all the way down. Lovely. So technically we're getting 2 pieces from this war. It's basically just one war because we're basically fighting one nation. We're just fighting everyone. So that seems fine. And we get 2 pieces of land. That's good. I can do that. But 4,000 men here. So let's bring the men over here. You stay there. No, you got low morale. So really we want to just delete you for now. Then over here we'll delete these men. We'll delete all the little men. We don't need every single man here. We know we have more soldiers than they do. They do not have that many on them. We'll get them to there. And these guys will just be the big backup. That's like 10,000 men. Just from the south there of Greece. So Greece does give us a lot of men. You are bent low over your war table, struggling to stay focused and to keep your eyes open when your wife enters. She crosses the room and inspects the war table over your shoulder. Perhaps a fresh pair of eyes might prove helpful, dear husband. Would I let my wife help me? I'm shy, but that might be I wouldn't go for her for help, because she's come to me for help. I'm hard-working, patient. Yeah, I think we would. Perhaps you are right. I think you would. My wife has received an education in warfare, like myself, so she quickly grasped the nuances of the problem as you explain it. The two of you set to work, discussing and comparing strategies. Daya is a most competent strategist. Within the hour, you've laid the groundwork for a promising solution. A brilliant idea. Have you any additional suggestions? Let us retire to the bedchamber. I mean, we want to have babies, so let's go for that. He wants to have babies. He wants to have more babies with her. When I say more babies, I mean first babies. Probably should get commanders. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Take all of them. This guy will lead the vanguard. Then I will take the wing. And we'll let you, Sir of Athens, take the other side. That should be good enough. We've got 5,000 men over here. And we need a new person on the council, court chaplain. Great court chaplain there. We got very good religious stuff. We can convert everyone. 7,000 men are ready. Accept his peace offer. And on this one, we'll send this guy to lead the center. And that. And you're going to go straight to there. So we're going to try and defeat the rebellion first, really, because if we can defeat the rebellion, we get that land, it's safe, and then we can defeat the main country. But if the rebellion loses to the main country, Rum, then we can't get that land. You're gonna have I'm sorry, I can't come to the coronation, Wallachia. It's, we're too busy. No one's helping them, which is good to see. So we'll keep that in mind. This should be enough men to take it. We've got 7,000 men there as backup. But this really should be enough. There we go. We'll take... Do we just go to the capital? Maybe... Nah, let's not go to the capital. We're taking down the piece of land that we really want. We are losing a lot of men to attrition. But we're just going to have to make do with that. Hopefully, our men can just stand above 1,500 so we can keep doing that. The supplies are terrible for there. But that's going very quickly. So unless we meet a big surprise, I feel quietly confident. And their war is not taking very long. A little bit longer. They've almost lost too many men, so we're going to have to send some more men in. I don't want to spend too many of this, so let's get a new unit. Let's say this. That's quite a lot of men. We're going to lose many to attrition, but it'll be worth it at the end of the day. We'll assault that. Very good. And we'll send you to the capital. He's now known as the Simple. As soon as that falls, we can go. Saint Markyrios. In an elaborate ceremony conducted by the Patriarch, the late Markyrios has been formally recognized for his generous nature and piety and declared a saint. Well, good for you, good sir. Good for you. Left-handed. Oh, that's the sign of the devil. He can't be a saint. Glory to God. 1,000 men. We're not suffering too much attrition there. We got the place we needed. We can almost assault it. I might just sacrifice all these men. We do have 6,000 just there. So let's take these men out. We got the place we wanted. That should give us a nice little war score there. If we take the capital as well, shouldn't be looking too bad. And we've got basically 5,000 men. I mean, it's literally 5 men away, it said, from being that. So we'll just say it's 5,000. Okay, so I just got some more stuff. My vassal expresses dissatisfaction with your choice of advisors. I don't think he'd listen to her just because she said something. Thank you very much. Please stop giving me gold, everyone. I don't want gold right now. That is the last thing that I need. Okay, everything looks good. They're going to try and run away. With each passing year, it seems that the bureaucracy required to keep the empire gets larger and larger. So many of the lords and ladies within your court appear to have greater knowledge of how the bureaucracy works than you do. Decadence has gone up. It's not as bad as when we first created the empire, but obviously it's not good. Liberation revolt. Wallachian liberation. That's something we've seen a few times. I mean, he's Orthodox. I mean, we like that. How send the 4,000 men to there? Just siege out more of their land. Got 11,000 men there just in case anything happens. That's formed an alliance. We can put up some technology. It's like fighting technology. We'll go with light. Done. Perfect. Okay, so we defeat them there. Now, how much supply limit is there? It's not too bad. We could probably just step into there. Let's go this way. We'll go this way, then this way. I'll make our way into that. So we can start getting a war score against Rum before the Civil War ends. Maghreb Liberation Revolt on Africa. Ah. Okay. So yeah, so Sicily, yeah. So basically down there, they decide to get a liberation revolt against Sicily. Could be a good time to attack Sicily. But they might have enough men. 21,000 men? How much is in that revolt? 5,000? I think they can handle it. Gascony right there. That's a nice one. An independent Duchy of Gascony. Huh. That's not something you see every day. But there's a revolt in the Holy Roman Empire. Revolt of the Holy Roman Revolt League. What does that even mean? What are they fighting for? The revolt of the Holy Roman Revolt League. So they're revolting for revolting? I don't understand what that says. This guy's in charge of that. Who's the emperor? The emperor seems to have changed. Yeah, so he's the current emperor. And the man of the rebellion is Welf the Merry von Babenberg. He's a rebel without cause, a bastard son of her. But they don't say who his father is, but his mother's husband is his dynasty. But he's not counted as his son. Interesting. Okay. So maybe Hungary made a good choice there. Maybe it was an okay time to attack, because it looks as though they're split up at the moment. Okay. Let's go back to our war, though. Our war is the more pressing matter. We'll send these men here, because we've got more men than them there. And this is in the mountains, yeah. So we should be okay defending ourselves there. The leader of Hungary looks like he just died in the dungeon of the Holy Roman Empire. So maybe it was not such a great idea. Who is now the current king? This guy, Soma. Brawny man. Attractive. Brawny and attractive. That's not a combination you tend to see. Okay, still no one's going to help both of them. The liberation of Africa ended very quickly. What are you going to do? You're going to go back to your home. Are you going to ride north to take these guys down? 72%. These has reached Constantinople. That she has taken the theme of... I mean, she is family. So, I mean... It's not too bad. But still... She has got a lot of titles. She may keep the title. She's family after all. So we'll take this, then we'll go down and take those places back. Yeah. So we've almost got this already. I was going to say maybe go down and take it now, because obviously they're quite weak. We're at minus 73% against Rum, which kind of surprises me. That doesn't seem right to me. We're at 80% though. What is this? We surrender. I accept. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Look. No holes in our empire. That is just... I'm crying. No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. The bastard daughter of a lowborn, but the mother was a blagger. Blagay? Okay, I accept. You can get married. There you go, Jerusalem. Don't say I never did anything for you. But now I have to take down Rum. So, let's take all these men. How about you go down there, and you go down the capital? Yeah, hopefully we can stay away from the enemy. They formed a defensive pact against me. Of course they have. Everyone's formed a defensive pact against me. Lucifer must have cast a curse on me in my venture to recover the lost artifact, for I was just brought the most dreadful news. Protostrator Constantinos died in an unexplained accident while searching for the artifact. He's with God now. You poor fool. He was the liberator, apparently, but now he's dead. Good job. His son's very good at fighting. He may keep the title. His father died in the line of duty, I guess? Kind of? Kind of? He kind of did. And the small army can go there. How about you go there? And this army swaps with you. You two swap round. These might need more men to try and take quickly. A most peculiar woman has arrived at your court. In only a matter of months, she's made a name for herself as a most accomplished warrior. You've even seen her defeat some of your best champions in the sparring ring. Maybe she could teach you, your other soldiers, a thing or two. I could use a woman of your talents. This Greek lady, Julius, where'd she come from? Where did she come from? Okay. Train the troops. Done. Tradition faction is now neutral. The faction's always upset. We can basically assault that. There we go. And we'll get the rest. That will get their war score down quite a bit. And we've captured the one that's really part. That's the Egyptian. So we'll leave the 7,000 back to be the backup for these two. So while they take those two places, that'll be just a backup, just in case the army does come back to attack us. Interesting. You may keep the title, and we did just get this, so I need to give all this away. So let's give that. Got off that. And this one. Okay, just give all that away. And the county we've got, which we'll just have to deal with in a bit. We'll give out to someone. We have someone in our court, obviously, we could give it to. We have this guy. He's married. He's a good man. Let's give it to him. What's the name of it? Iconian. Congratulations. Land for you, land for me, land for all, from here to sea. That is not real. Okay, victory got 35%. Just a little bit more. And we'll have this piece of the puzzle. You... Wait. Okay, I missed what that was. Because I think I accidentally pushed to unpause. I pushed the pause, but actually unpaused it because it already paused it. My bad. But here comes the army. We better go in to help. So they stopped. Then we'll stop. If you want to play this game, Rum, I can play it just as well as you can. Now, is he actually in a faction? He is. Ask him... I mean, he's in... Is it a bad faction? They're angry. Okay, ask him politely. He's not going to listen. How's the rebellion doing, anyway? The title, Kingdom of the Canaries. %59%. Okay. Those subjects, which I should surely deserve some recognition. But yeah, let's not give her anything just yet. She wants the county of Naxos. Yeah, we'll try and sway her with words and diplomacy and stuff. It's fine. 49%. Once he catches the next one, I'll move them up. I'll move the 9,000 up. So we take a little bit more. 58%. You go there, you go there. These guys could probably assault that, take that very quickly. 75%. Good. Okay. Now, how about you go there? That'll stop him. Then we can assault this. In 8 days, he's going to attack the rebels. Ooh, become exalted among men. Well, that is nice to see. The Great. Wow, 21 years old. And Ecobus is known as the Great. That's not too bad. But I think having a son should be the next thing on our agenda. Exalted among men. Lovely. They want them to get married. Fine. Do as you wish. Do as you wish. Take that. 86%. 2 days here. 92%. So close. If I go attack that, they'll weaken each other down, maybe. I don't know. You still going down there? Kill that. He is now. Okay, we just need to take a little bit more. Yeah. A young artist working a divine icon. I mean, I've got so much money these days. We might as well just spend anything people come with us with. We'll move our men up. Your vassal expresses dissatisfaction with your choice of advisors. We already had this conversation, I feel like. We'll leave them there. Shouldn't take too much longer. It's a little bit more. I think we get those 2 places. That should... Again, this one and this one should be enough to get it to 100%. Is she really just going to keep asking constantly? Okay, here we go. 100%. And it is done. I am the great. Okay, get that there. Get that there. Done. And we'll bring the men home in time for Christmas. What's the day? 21st of January? I think we just missed Christmas, so that is a shame. But we can't do much about that. The Duchy of Cyprus. And there we go. Good, good, good. Get the men back. Get the 11,000 out the way. And there we go. That is some nice little borders right there. Thinking back to where we started. Ridiculous. Okay, need a new council steward. And I think that's where we're going to end this part here. And you know what? I think that's where we're going to end the series. I feel like we're just going to be doing lots of little wars like that, which is just going to be really feeling very tedious and not really much of a challenge right now, as I said. So I'm just not feeling it anymore. But I've absolutely loved this series. I'm really glad you guys stuck with it this long. Yeah, it's been around for like a couple of months or more even. The Mongol Empire obviously still here, but they're not very strong anymore. 13,000 men. We could beat them actually quite easily, I would suspect. We can have, 36,000 men. I think we'd likely win. Just going back through our family history. Obviously, we go up to, Kolonikos. We weren't actually him, so we need to go and find the main branch of the family, which is going to be a little bit difficult. We'll have to go back and find where this family connected. So this family was connected to Neophatos the Brave. So if we go down the line, we might be able to work out exactly how things went. Oh dear. This is gonna be trouble trying to make through all of this. And we got him there. Polycarpos. Oh, Polycarpos. 20 years old. Died on the battlefield. Your wife died in the dungeons of Sicily. That was not a good time, was it? I mean, you got revenge. Looks like he died of the plague. So the plague came in revenge for Polycarpos, but very sad existence. Obviously his grandfather, Polycarpos the Young, obviously lived a lot older, and that was very crazy, but he was still, a very interesting man, did lots of good things and stuff, maybe some more bad things. Was a eunuch, of course, which definitely affected his rulership and how he went about things. Lots of siblings, thanks to Neophatos the Brave, the man who was the first emperor of the Melasenos family. Obviously, he was the brave, what more is there to say of him? He was a good fighter, also a eunuch as well. Tourney champion as well. His brother, obviously, did become despot of Serbia, which we did get for him, though that did not last long. His line did not really succeed. He just went back to us, which was fine. Then we go back to despot Nicolaus the Cruel. Ah, the Cruel. He was a cruel man. These names have really fitted, I feel like, a lot of our people. Not all of them. Some of them are very silly, but a lot of them have fitted quite nicely. Ah, Konstantinos, the Liberator. What a great man. Died in battle. Sad, sad times. And of course, you know, we didn't go that far. This was our first guy, Constantinos. What a good man. He saved Greece from the Latin Empire, defeated the Byzantine Empire after it crumbled apart, and had basically humiliated all of us due to its, you know, lack of power and the way it crumbled. So we created our own empire from the remains of the Byzantine Empire based upon Greek pride. That's what we did. Ah, despot Constantinos. That was, you know, my favorite part was probably him, to be honest. You know, the whole thing with the events and stuff going on, you know, the rebellion against the Latin Empire, that was so flavorful. It was so interesting. I really enjoyed that part. Personally, for me, that was my favorite part of the series. So Constantinos, probably my favorite ruler based upon events that happened. But I'd love to know from you guys, who was your favorite ruler? So we can actually just make sure we've been through everyone. We can go through the history here. You can see 4 generations of Melisenos families holding the empire. Yeah. Niphatas the Brave being the first one. Obviously, the Greek will show you our line. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's interesting. We've only technically been like 6 characters. So we've actually not been that many characters. But there was a lot of things to do a lot of the time. So it meant each person was usually quite a long time of playtime we were with them. 1333. I feel like the freeze also kind of make this a nice place to stop it as well. But I'd love to know from you guys, who was your favorite ruler? And for what reason? I'd love to know. But I guess other than that, let's have a quick look around the world. How do things go? Obviously, the Black Death is gone, which is good to see. No one wants any Black Death for them. Religion-wise, Catholics have obviously got into North Africa, kind of heavily. The Coptic faith has survived in East Africa. Shia didn't really... They competed, but it never really got to take over from Sunni. Sunni was definitely the most dominant. Orthodox was basically... It's still there in the north, but it is losing the battle, and the Mongols turned Catholic. So the Catholic has gone all the way to the hordes, as we can see. Probably the most interesting one, I guess, is down here. The Zervinists over here. Thanks to the fact that Persia is being controlled by one of them. That's probably the most interesting thing when it comes to the religions and whatnot. When it comes to countries, obviously the Mongols did have an impact on, you know, Persia and stuff, this area, with their wars. Up here, you got a few places. Wallachia, Kiev, Novgorod were able to survive up to this point. Poland and Hungary, I remember there used to be one place. That was an interesting thing. Iberia has basically kicked out all of the Muslims. And have actually taken on, like we said before, very similar to their real-life counterparts, which has been an interesting one. France seems to be having a few problems. Sicily has been Sicily, you know, conquering it down there in Africa. And Britain, you got an island over here, doing quite nicely. Wales almost was a surprise of the story, taken over like in Scotland, but then it kind of got divided apart. And England's not really done much. What a Mongol could inherit if you... Oh dear. That would be interesting for Britain if a Mongol did take over. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I say, I'm sorry for you guys who had enjoyed it and has to end here, but it had to end at some point. That's the thing about Crusader Kings 2. Ooh, restore the system. Let's do that. What does this do? The loss of Anatolia was an incredible blow to the Empire and its entrenched bureaucratic system. A great victory that returns control of Asia Minor to the Empire will allow you to restore the Formatia system and centralize the authority in the hands of the Emperor once again. We're known as the Liberator. There we go. We're now known as the Liberator instead. Well, great. Great. Domain's too big. We know that. Let's create this. Let's just do it. Because I can. Because I can. Have all the duchies. Have all the duchies. Anatolia will be mine. And we'll have Adrianople. There we go, see? Everything's awesome. Everything is awesome. Court educator. Anything else we could do there? We could request imperial coronation now. I don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. has agreed. So now he's agreed. So now I can actually be coronated. Yay! Equibus, the liberator and the great. He can be an emperor. I shall rule. Which one? Oh, that's interesting. You got to forfeit one if you do choose one. That is an interesting thing to have. Okay. Interesting little mechanic there. Let's just pick anything. More prestigious name. Okay, so we can choose kind of one of these names it has here. On second thought, let's just stick with what we have. Emperor of the Romans. And there we go. See, now we're a great emperor at 22 years old. What do you think would have happened then? I'd love to know from you guys. That's how I'm going to end it. In the comment section, tell me, what do you think would have been the future of the empire? Do you think underneath our young emperor's leadership with not many of his family left, only 8 living members of our dynasty left, do you think we would have gone on to make glory? Or do you think it would have stabilized now and this is how things would have ended up? Or do you think the future of the house is destined for collapse? I mean, looking at the Middle East, I don't think we're going to get threatened by the Middle East anytime in the future, from my point of view. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, how you think it would end. I'll see you for the next series in the future. I've been NG Paradox, and thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been a fun one. But all good things must come to an end. C'est la vie.